Well, I got that last sucker in there, that last bolt. I just got a shorter one. Not terribly worried about it. Still waiting on the clutch fork to show up. I suppose I could put the transmission in, but I imagine it would be a pain in the butt to do that. I'd just rather have the clutch and throwout bearing in there where I can kind of have access from both sides here. So, while I'm waiting for parts to appear, I am going to go topside and start removing the intake manifold off this thing. I will bring you guys on and we'll see how that goes. Test. All right, looks like I got sound. And I'm hooked up with the DJI mic. We'll see how this goes. But I am going to start disassembling the intake manifold since all that's got to come off with the carburetor setup. So you're just going to see me do some annoying stuff, basically. It's about the best I can do. Given the lack of parts so far, but we'll just get after it. Oh, there's so much stuff on here. And I don't know what I'm doing, in case you needed to know. I'm just gonna just start yanking stuff off of here, just yeeting it. Yeet. It's a couple days before Christmas at the moment. All the connectors are broken. It's in pretty rough shape, if I'm honest. Which I guess is hardly a surprise. And the vacuum ports are bad, just you name it. So I don't know what that is. Breather. Yeet! You are no longer needed. I'm just disconnecting fuel injectors now. And I highly doubt anyone's going to want any of this electronics, so who cares? Go, injector harness on this side disconnected. I didn't even look up any videos on how to disconnect the intake manifold. It's a nice clip. I'm sure that'll come in handy at some point. So keep that clip. Turn spring. I'll keep that too. Where am I going to put it? I should probably get a box or something to put some of these things in, but I'm, not that smart, so just disconnecting the throttle linkage. Cruise control. Yes, ma'am. So these are 10 mil on the throttle cable bracket. Probably 10 mil. Maybe not. Yes. Fella got it right. Oh, come back here, Bolt. Of course, they put that in the worst spot, so I'll need a 10 mil wrench. Located. Clankety clank. I'm hoping I can leave most of the accessories hooked up. I don't see anything that is connected to the intake manifold specifically. Cloudy day. I think we're supposed to get rain tomorrow. It's pretty chilly for Southern California on December 22nd, I think it is. Yeah. Oh, there's another hidden little fella. Come here, little fella. Oh, that's lost forever. Never see that again. And then that is just kind of, well, that just uninstalled itself. Genius. So it looks like the intake manifold is held on by Torx bits. That's not annoying at all. We'll set you up there, little plastic clip. Oh, found my 10 mil I lost. Put that one back. Come on, helicopter. Now, before I remove the thermostat, I'm going to need to drain the radiator a little bit, which is no big deal. Yeah, so I'm going to remove the upper intake manifold first. It's this weird long thing. Torx. Got to get me some Torx bits, which is probably this guy. Ugh, why is it gotta be a small fella? There we go. That's the right size. Yep. So, a couple Torx bits on that side. Come over to this side. Nice by 4. Two, 3, and 4. I'm sure these work completely fine for somebody not named Paul. I'm gonna just get a knife, start cutting some of this PCV stuff off. A knife. I'm getting a new blade. In case you was wondering what I'm doing all the way over here. Wow, that's a rusty blade. It's not bad enough you cut yourself. You gotta do it with a rusty blade? Seriously? Come on. Seriously? There we go. New blade out. Oh, it looks like I already had a new blade in. Oh well. Yeeting it anyway. Yeet. And someone used a heater hose. Just trying to piece this thing together. I don't know what that hose does, but it's going away. Goodbye. No idea where that goes. Disconnect some vacuum ports, which are no doubt a problem. Fuel pressure regulator. Gonna get a well, there's one back there. Ha. There's 4 of these guys on each side. Did not know. I'm gonna have to get a regular old ranch dressing on that sugar. How was your Sunday? Righty tighty, lefty loosey, or strippy dippy. There we go. Broke loose. When you're using power tools all the time, kind of sucks switching back. It's a manual, but you know, you use it where you can. Tell you guys I left a tool up here and broke the windshield. Probably didn't. I probably forgot to tell you that. That was fun. I mean, it's obviously mostly in there still, which is fine. Where did I put the other bolts? Where'd they go? There we go. That's loose. Pull that one plug wire out of the way. There comes the upper part of the Intake manifold. Oh, there's a sensor down here. No idea what that does, nor do I care. Okay, you're gone too. TPS is disconnected. Aha, my fancy work. So this, I'm sure you can see it. Okay. My knife is on the other side of the car. You're going to see me walk back and forth an awful lot. Because I leave tools where they shouldn't be. Oh, 80s emission stuff. So, this is where I'll show you where this is where I initially plumbed the fuel for the intake manifold. Well, not for the intake manifold. I plumbed the fuel straight into the engine like an idiot. I don't know what I was thinking. So dummies like me, we're dummies, and we do stupid things sometimes. And so I'm not going to hide anything from you guys, whoever's watching. You know, when you're an idiot, and you deserve to own it. Yeet. And so there I am owning it. Another injector off. PCV can go away. Oh, that's a hard line. Oh. Sorry if I'm sniffly. Mom, I know I'll blow my nose later. No doubt you'll tell me, doesn't sound good on camera. You'd be right. You would be right. There we go. Oh, all the wires are so crispy. So this is why I'm pulling this intake manifold off. I'm going to run carbureted. Just the electronics are just so trashed. And I hate the idea of spending all this time working on an electronic fuel injection system I'm not keeping anyway. I don't see the point. I don't see the point at all. So I'm not gonna do it. I assume that's a little bit better of a view. So what we've got here is, I'd have never found this. That was trash. Garbage. This is a vacuum port going to something. So I'll probably leave that because I don't know what that controls or what it does. I'll just leave it. So the alternator does mount to this intake manifold with a little bracket. See, this fuel injector wire was bad. Unless I cut it. Yeah, I probably cut it. These, it's just old cars, you know? All the rubber's trash. No idea what that vacuum port's for. Anyway, so I got an alternator bracket. That looks like it might be a 14. Boy, winner, winner. Chicken dinner. Oh, oh, it's on there. That was like hermetically sealed. That bolts out. Put it in the proper storage place, which is the improper storage place. Oh, well, hell. That one was already loose. What did I do with those torque bolts? Man, I hate just setting stuff down and not knowing where it goes. So that's an alternator bracket. I'll just put these up here for now. Where'd that other bolt go? Let your people sing holy. Na 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 na. Holy. I think fuel injector rails can come off now. Oh, they use Torx bits everywhere. Lovely. But we're getting close. I suppose I can leave the fuel pressure regulator thingy bob there. I can remove the fuel injection lines relatively easily here. So I will do that. And my fabulous custom piping here is going to have to come off. It looks to be about a 17, I think. 19, 18, 17. Even a fancy 17. Yeah, it's a 17. I need to go. It's not a 17. Is it a 16? Well, I just stripped that. Why would it be a 16? Well, I mean, it's not entirely surprising. It's probably 5/8. That's probably what it is. But sorry about hitting the mic. Not used to working with it. Oh, there goes the fuel. Bye-bye, fuel. Oh no, I'm losing prime. That's okay. So, a couple of things I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to run new wiring. I'm going to be running it pretty well standalone. I'm going to just do a switch panel and, oh, there goes the fuel. Oh, fuel's already yellow. Gotta love this ethanol stuff. I'm not running E. I will be, but I'm not running it currently. There's a return line, which I'm probably going to have to make a new one eventually. There we go. So that's now out. That's out. All right, so let me see. Okay, so there's another bracket right there to hold all this garbage. So that's smog pump. That's what that is. That can disappear. But I kind of want to leave it just so that... So this isn't the alternator. The alternator is here. But this is the vacuum pump. Not vacuum pump. Smog pump. These do freeze up. We know it's still decent, so I'm not worried about that. I'm doing a big long video on this just to kind of see how it turns out, and let me know if it's remotely interesting or if this is just stupid and no one's interested, which is possible. I will say this: scavenge parts, brothers and sisters. That's a good hose clamp. No reason. I mean, this thing's so rusty and nasty. Look at this. Oh, lethal. Lethal. Oh, yeet. And there's a couple sensors down here. What do they do? I don't know. Ask me if I care. I don't care. We'll just delete on that. It runs into that part of the harness. This guy's already broken off. So we'll just finish it. Oh, come on. Oh, I had one of those squeezy guys. Operative term, had. Okay, so the fuel rail is still connected. Looks like I'm kind of at the point where I need to drop some coolant out of the radiator. I'll take you guys with me and we'll see if there's like a petcock or something under here. Don't know how to take that off. Maybe I just undo that lower rad hose and then undo the upper rad hose and see how it goes. I don't know. I think that's probably the best solution. So I'll bring you guys back when I get set up to do that. Here's the plan. See the yellow? That's a bucket. Since I basically need to lower the level of the coolant that's going through the intake manifold so that I can remove the intake manifold, I'm going to try to remove this hose clamp here and see how it works. And I'm definitely going to miss, and I'm definitely going to make a mess. So that's just the way she goes. Let's get you guys set up here. There you go. This hose is weird. It's I think it's got a metal insert in it or something. It just feels funny. Oh. I don't know if that's an original hose or what, but oh, here he comes. It's gonna make a mess. It's just the way it goes. Oh my God, it's bone dry. It's bone dry. So I guess I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, there's nothing in the intake at all. Well, that just made our lives a lot easier now, didn't it? I never had the car running long enough to be able to diagnose the cooling system. I think there's fluid in the radiator, but it must be still pretty low. Excuse brother. Oh, crusty. Oh, look at that. Do I see? Oh my gosh. Look at that fresh Colombian stuff there. Completely Colombian. Just dry as a bone. So that's good. That's fine. No idea the condition of the water pump. No idea about any of that stuff. But I got the right Torx bit. I'm sure that went. There went my Alp. Hold on, the wife's talking. What? It's a spare. Came with two, but thank you. I will. Thank you. So, next thing I'm going to remove is the thermostat housing. And that looks like it's a 14 as well. And since I know for certain that there's a 14 laying around somewhere, oh, I hate when I do this. I hate it. It's a 10. I last used it on this guy. It's not there. I'm not seeing it anywhere. It doesn't mean it don't exist. Just stare at it a little bit, and it'll just pop out, stick in your face. One can hope. Now, oh, there's those other bolts. I'm a habitual tool putter awayer sort of fella. It's kind of annoying. But if I put it all back exactly in the toolbox where I regularly put it, then at least I know it's there. Ah, underneath the socket. Well, underneath the socket. The socket is underneath the knife. It's this knife right here. Yeah, it's a 14. Or whatever is a standard equivalent. We'll put the brap on that. Delete on old chewy rubber. Oh, goodness me. Oh. Okay, well, that calls for an impact. And if I destroy this, I don't really care. Because it's just a bolt. And that can be somebody else's removal problem. There she goes. Because it broke clean off. But she's still gone. And promptly stuck. Pro tip. Not that it's a tip. Oh, come on. Deleted. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, I see. That's just a little bracket. Oh, I need to take the other one the rest of the way off. So one of these started to come out. Here we go again. What's that? Interference fit. Oh, took off part of my glove. That bolt still got some usable life left in it. Throw your bolts in a bolt bucket. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, there we go. Boy, it's frozen. It's absolutely frozen to, I don't know what that is, map sensor, I don't know. It's frozen to the housing. So we'll grab a hammer and we'll see if we can shock it. Yeah, you know, you put your tools away, it doesn't mean you remember where you put them. We'll do a rubber mallet for now. Oh, it's in the car. I was beating that stupid oh wow. There we go. Water neck still good. Man, that is a small water neck port for a fire breathing tree fitty. Oh wow. Thermostat is glued in here. Looks like it would still work. But we'll leave it in. But it gives me access to this bolt. I can at least just one by one. Yes, ma'am?
Can we go to Valerie's?
Yes, do I have to go right now?
No.
Can I go when the sun's down?
How long is this?
Like an hour and a half.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yes, I'll go to Valerie's.
Okay. Whatever you get, because I never got that one.
Huh?
Lindsay didn't order it right.
Oh, okay. Carne asada burrito, poco pico de gallo.
But there's guac, right?
Well, yeah, that's the built-in.
Well, yeah, hers came with a lot of
Yeah,
guac and
they
no guac.
clearly didn't get that right. You probably can't see what I'm working on. Just trying to get this one out. Ooh, that's the wrong size completely. I should go get the right size. Which is over in my fabulous toolbox. That size maybe? Too big. This size maybe? I don't even know where I got half these tools. Great Nick. I have no idea. I'm that guy. That's the correct size. Oh, maybe. Maybe it needs a little tappy tap tap. Sit in there properly. So there we go. That'll never come off. Oh, you little fella. Grab a wrench. Half inch. Oh my goodness. Why are things so tight? I turned a little to the right. Ah, there we go. Boy. Am I ever happy that came loose and didn't break off into the cylinder head. That would have been a rough time. There's one. I don't know how many there are holding this down, but I reckon I'll figure it out. Probably the hard way, because that's the way I do things. All you small block Chevy old dudes, if you ever find this video, you're probably just laughing at me. There's like 6. Ooh. I may switch that up for new bolts. That looks pretty grody. Pretty grody. All right, let's go treasure hunting for another side. There's one there. No, that's not what I'm looking for. So that'll be the smaller size. I got this EGR tube, which I'm sure you cannot see. So EGR tube right here. That's gonna have to come off. This is gonna have to come off. I don't want to pull the distributor. Not if I don't have to. Oh, washer's off balance. Oh, it's back in balance. Good night. That was probably viciously loud. Edit out in post, Paul. That broke loose miraculously. Did I mention this is a 188,000 mile vehicle? So things are tight. Very, very tight. Put the Schrader valve back on for giggles. Are you gonna do it? Yes. One half deleted. I'll have to make a block off plate or something for that. Oh, that one came loose right away. Now how I'm going to get that one? I need an extension. I'm probably super annoying, but I talk to myself an awful lot. I'm an only child. Forgive me. I'm an only child. Oh, you guys can't see this, but it is so close. Can that guy come off? You can see where this guy's pointing right there. Well, I'm going to have to pull the dizzy anyway. I don't know what I'm getting all precious about. That's stupid. I'm just going to go ahead and take off the distributor. So we'll set you guys up right here. It's probably a terrible, terrible look. Let's be fair to myself. I don't know the first thing. Well, I know some things about distributors. Like I know those are 7 mils, which make no sense. There we go, all 8 wires off. We'll yank this out. No, we'll wait. Let me get a 7 mil. And your people sing, holy, holy forever. Just came from church. Well, just 6. or something like it. Let's try a 6. Might be a 1/4 inch. I reckon we'll find out. Yep, probably 1/4. Gotta love these cars that have 9/32 or 1/4 inch. I'll bring both. Have a mix of metric and standard. So that's a 1/4 inch. So my friend who I bought the car from was absolutely blown away that this distributor still worked. And I can't say that he was wrong. It's remarkable that it still works. But it does. It makes fiery noises. There we go. Of course, I say there we go. Oh, hood latch cable. There we go. Now I can remove that stuff. Big hands, man. They're great because they're strong, but they're annoying when it comes to this small stuff. Oh, that's even broken off. Perfect. Oh, crispy. Everything is crispy. So I guess it goes to show you that an HEI will still work even when it looks like garbage. If you remember from any earlier videos, this thing was, the distributor was chilling right here, distributor cap. It just occurred to me, you're probably not seeing anything. Okay, that's out. That's out. That's out. All right, dizzy cap removed. Yeah, I'm stupid. I forgot I got to pull the distributor anyway. Pretty sure that's a 9/16. Pretty sure. The only reason why I know that is my buddy's got a 64 Chevy pickup. And we did some timing stuff on his. 9/16 is right, but this is why they make those fancy wrenches. I need to remove that one hose. Yeah, I know, Mom. Blow your nose. I know. I know. Everyone else have a mama that's really proud of you? I'm happy about it. Went a long way towards contributing to me having a can-do attitude, that I can do this crazy stuff. Not that she ever wanted me to mechanic. She never did. But I feel like that's a coolant hose, maybe. Ugh. Oh, that's the delivery. Oh yeah. Copyright strike. There we go, off. All right, I'll bring you guys back. Okay, now we're back. We are back. All right, so you can see what I'm working with down here. I'm gonna just bend this hose up so I can get my wrench in there. And the way I'm going to do that is jam a screwdriver in. Oh, nope. So here's another way. Grab a wrench. And then get in here like that and just reef up. So that gets that out of the way. I should be able to get my 9/16 in there and give me just enough boy, that's some tired hardware, I will say. I have no idea if you can see anything I'm doing. I'll move you guys somewhere else. It's 9/16. I got a 12 point. There we go. Of course, I say there we go, and it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. There we go. You know, there's a saying, it's called Jack of all trades, master of none. But the part that people either forget or has ever failed to mention, oh, come on, is Jack of all trades, master of none, but often better than a master of one. Now, better is the debatable part, but that's where I fit in. And I may not do the best work, but I get it done. I think I'm going to have to purchase one of those special wrenches. Sun is going down, but man, look at this sky. Gorgeous. Not a terrible place to work. Cannot complain. Let's see if this, oh, blinded myself. That was great. Windshield wiper works. It's really tight. I'll just retime the motor when I need to. Pull numero uno out, put in a piston stop. It's turning, but just barely. There we go. Oh, tight. But she's coming. E-bike. Are those the bane of your existence like mine? You know, I never had e-bikes when I was growing up. Born in 1981, which is now getting pretty long a tooth. 43, I'll be 44 coming up. See if I can get my manos de jamon in here. No way. No way, Jose. I'm gonna get one more hose out of my way. Might be able to see that hose. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to rock the camera, but I did. Oh well. That's the way she goes. Oh, come on. When I take the distributor out, this should come off pretty easy. Come on, you hoser. This one might require a knife. That is how you can tell that thing has been on there a long time. Look at this. It's just rowdy. Here goes Nabucco. Sweet Japanese lady. Hi, Nabucco. I don't know why, but I love Japanese names. They're just so poetic sounding. Is that weird? I don't know. I have no idea what this hose does. Probably another vacuum port. PVC. PCV rather. Oh. Yeet. Okay, another perfectly good hose clamp. Better than the hazard fraught ones. Come on, get up. Okay. So now let's see if that 9/16 will be able to get in there. Yeah, she's coming out. Less than a quarter turn at a time, but she's coming out. Oh. Turns with the wrench, not with the fingers. So you guys will be along on the journey of a fool figuring out if he can do stuff. Mistakes will be made. But my goal here is to just show people that anyone can do this stuff. You just gotta risk being a fool. I'm a big Jordan B. Peterson fan, and if that loses your interest, oh well. But he's big about the hero myths and stories and narrative, and some of the things he talks about just makes all sorts of perfect sense to me. And, you know, Don Quixote tilted at windmills, and he was a fool. But Ulysses from the Odyssey was thought a fool and came back a hero. And it's pretty clear to me, and it's pretty clear to him, and it makes all sorts of sense that if you're going to be a hero, you've got to risk being a fool. And so I'm a fool working on this 87 Corvette. No idea what the heck I'm doing. But that's okay. Still gonna go a quarter turn at a time. But it's better than no turn, no time. Apologize if all you hear is heavy breathing. I'm fat. I'm working on being less fat. I just told myself, you know, Paul, you got people counting on you. You kind of got to be around until those folks who are counting on you are no longer around. Please come off now. Nope. I don't know what that hose is. Washer squirter, perhaps? No idea. So I did the carnivore diet from August 1 through the end of September. Beef, eggs, hard cheese, nuts, although my stomach doesn't like nuts too much. And I went from 325-ish down to 285. There we go. And I feel great. Now I'm a big boy. I'm 6'2", and entered high school 6 foot 200 pounds. So it just gives you an idea. All the football coaches loved me, but I was a lover, not a fighter, so I didn't really like football. I enjoy watching it now more than anything. And baseball was my game because I liked pitching. I think that if I was quick enough, I could have been an okay quarterback, but please come out. But I've kept off all the weight, which is great. I mean, there we go. Now she's turning. My eating habits changed. I cut out all those processed foods, and it made a huge difference. Now, I'm not a health nut, and I'm not an evangelist when it comes to this stuff, but I've got psoriatic arthritis, and I discovered it at 33, so it's been 10 years now. And I do take a live biologic. I did Humira, I did all that stuff, and now I do Cosintex, which is what Cyndi Lauper has been peddling, and it works well. But man, do I feel better. Can a guy get a finger in here? Just everything's tight. Goes finger tight and then stops, of course. So starting January 1, I'm going to get back on the diet. See if I can drop another 20 pounds. If I can get down to 265, 260, I should be good. So, and here in Southern California, we got great Mexican food. I stay away from beans and rice and stuff. I never feel good after eating that, and I never did. I just was wallowing in self-pity. I think. Maybe not. But I just 8 to try to get comfort out of it, which is not a good thing. And gluttony's a 7th deadly sin for a reason. And I never like just jammed on the weight. It was like 5-6 pounds a year for a decade at a time. It's like everything. It's just a slow fade. Excuse me. Come on. This is the most boring video you have ever seen. But this is how the sausage is made. Excuse me, fella. Come on. Come on. It's that old dance with your fingers. Make one go one way and the other go the other way. And oh, God, why is this bolt so long? Oh, hey. Hey, hey. Dizzy's on the way out. Come on. Oh, there we go. Here comes that bolt. Got her out. Got the timing hold down. Out. Golly, that's a long bolt. Got a connector I'd like to not destroy. I want to pull the cap off. Do I need to? Goodness. Okay. It's probably computer input, timing curve stuff. That's what I'm looking at. See if I can get this guy wrapped around so it'll stay. That's what I'm working with here. How does that come off? I think I need a screwdriver. There we go. That's out. Distributor can now come out of its home. Come on, little fella. Oh. I'm sure there's a trick. Like, remove this giant piece here. It's very close. Come on. There we go. I'm probably jacking up the... There we go. There we go. Come on. You are close. There we go. Dizzy's out. Ha. Distributor. Yeeted. But still good. I've been debating on spending money and getting a smaller one, but I hate the idea of spending money on it because I'm CHEAP, cheap. Particularly on a setup I'm not going to use forever anyway. Kind of hard to justify that stuff. Though I could try to pass it on to somebody else. By all means, just press it. Oh, yeah. Extension. There, that's in. So now, that's pretty loud. Sorry. Oh, tight. That sucker was tight. Looked like it had the best oil changes, but I guess we'll see once we get into the valley. I'm hoping I can take a peek at whatever's in there and kind of see what's cooking. You done? You done, little fella? Yes, yes you are. So that's an EGR port. Good hardware. Another good hardware. Get that out of there so that I don't drop it into the engine. So I got that bolt and that bolt. Got that harness connector, which already has been yeeted. That's nice. So we have to get those from the other side. I'm sure there's some there. There's one right there. Is it going to make me take off the fuel rail? It's probably the wise thing to do. All right, so I'm going to get you guys rejigged, and I'm going to take off the fuel rail and see what that opens up for me. Most of it. That's good. It kind of just balanced on the windshield. I love technology. Oh, yeah. Oh. Of course. Of course. Oh. Goodness, that was tight. It should be steel in the steel, so that shouldn't be an issue. But, I mean, other than your standard corrosion problems. You're like, why are you not using this side? You know, because it no longer ratchets the way it should. There we go. Now we're coming loose with my fingies. Get out. Just set that down over here. Pick it up. Intake bolt, or fuel rail bolt rather. That one's loose. Oh. Oh, that feels like rounding off. I'm going to attempt to use a shorter 10 mil And that might give me the room to jam the whizzy gun in there. I forgot I gotta lower this thing before Mr. Angry Neighbor Pants gets mad. And that's now a 9. Son of a biscuit. Huh. Let me grab another 10. I'm running low on light, so I gotta get this finished up here shortly. Is that a 10? There's a 10. Like a 17-sided 10. Well, it's a brake line 10. Should work. Oh, gloves. You may ask, why do you use gloves? Well, I'm a little bit of a priss. I play guitar and bass and type on a keyboard all day. And one thing I hate is having nasty hands and fingernails. Drives me bonkers. So oh. Boo. Boo. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'm not sure what I'm going to do, fellas. Fellettes, as old Vice Grip would say. Let's see if I can get Mr. Impact on that. I'm just going to remove what I can, I think is the plan. And then there's 2 more on this side that are relatively easy to get. Well, 1 more. I can't see, but you guys can. I think I'm going to have to remove those lower intake manifold bolts, or remove the lower intake just to even get to the other side. That's just 1, 2 bolts holding that on. Okay, that's doable. That's attainable. Is there any steel around here? There's some. That's attainable. Wrong size. Some crazy down there is yelling. Yeah. Well, things have escalated. Finally got this guy off the intake. It was a fight. Mainly some of the intake manifold bolts were stuck on. The fuel injector rail was stuck on. It was just a mess. So all this is just destroyed. And honestly, I don't care. Motor looks clean, very clean. I'm very pleased with that. And I am pretty well ready to go ahead and slap the new intake manifold on. But the engine is very clean. I don't know if it's been rebuilt before or anything. I don't see any evidence of anything. Hardly any buildup on stuff. I mean, I can't complain. Yeah, I mean, it's in good shape. These front ports were blocked off. I'm going to continue to do that. I got a Felpro gasket kit. Not going to use China wall. I'm just going to do a big bead of silicone on there and hope for the best. I'm not going to do a whole bunch of filming. It is Christmas Day. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. But that's where I'm at so far, and I'll return when I get closer. I kind of am worried about my cylinder head bolts that I have. I know one of them. First off, there are all these Torx guys, but that guy's chewed up. What I may do is may run to Home Depot, see if I can find suitable bolts for this. Or I may just be more patient and wait and order up a set. I don't know. Haven't decided. It is Merry Christmas. It's Christmas, so there's only so much I can do. But once I get this covered up a bit, then I can start yeeting on all the electrical stuff that I don't need, because I'm just sick of it. But anywho, I'm going to block off the front ports. The exhaust crossover is already blocked off the cylinder head itself. That's an L98 feature, I believe. I don't know if all L98s had the 7th injector, but that's what it looks like. It was sitting over here, kind of like that. I don't even know. It doesn't even matter. But here's the old gaskets. You can see that that's one of the block offs. We've got the other one right here. It's got a little port that allows some to go through, it looks like. Yeah, same on that one. So I guess they're just constricting the amount of flow that the front crosses over. I'm not entirely sure, but anyway, here's what your L98 Corvette or whatever it is looks like without the intake manifold on. Probably F-body and all that stuff too. But I'll bring you back later.